Welcome back to another episode of One Voice Many Stories. This is the Unfinished Files, the mirror that blinks first. Some reflections show you what you look like. This one showed me what I've been avoiding. It started on a night I wasn't trying to think about anything. One of those nights where you move through your house on autopilot. Lights off, mind off, just trying to make it to the bed without confronting whatever it is been following you around all day. I walked past the hallway mirror like I always do. Didn't look at it, didn't need to, but the mirror looked at me. I didn't see it happen, I felt it. A small shift in the air, a pause in the silence, a moment where the house seemed to hold its breath. I turned back and there it was, my reflection, still, normal, except for one thing, it was breathing. I stepped closer, my chest rose and fell. The reflection didn't. I blinked, it did. I whispered, not tonight, and the reflection smiled. Not a big smile, not a creepy one, just a small knowing curve, the kind someone gives you when they've been waiting for you to notice something obvious. I stepped back, heart pounding, and the reflection finally inhaled, slow, deep, deliberate, like it was catching up to me. Then it blinked first. I froze because that wasn't possible. Reflections don't lead, they follow. But this one wasn't following me, it was studying me. Over the next few days, I tried to ignore it. I walked past the mirror without looking, turned off the hallway light, kept my eyes on the floor, but the mirror didn't care. Every time I passed it, I felt the same shift, the air tightened, the silence leaned in, the scene that something on the other side was waiting for me to stop pretending. One night, I finally faced it. I stood in front of the mirror and started staring at myself. My reflection stared back, perfectly still, perfectly calm. Too calm. I lifted up my hand, the reflection lifted its hand, but a second too late. Not enough to be obvious, just enough to be intentional. I whispered, "What do you want?" The reflection tilted its head, not matching mine, but choosing its own angle. A slow, deliberate tilt that made my stomach drop, and then its expression changed. Not into fear, not into anger, into recognition. Like it finally saw the version of me I had been hiding behind my own eyes. The lights flickered, the air tightened, and the reflection mouthed a single word, "Stay." I stumbled back, shaking my head, no. The reflection didn't move, didn't blink, didn't breathe. It just stared the way someone stares when they know you're lying. Because I wasn't saying no to the mirror, I wasn't saying no to myself, to the version of me I didn't want to face, from the version of me that knew exactly what I was running from. I stepped closer and the reflection finally moved, but not like a mirror, not like a copy. It leaned in, closer than I was, closer than it should have been able to. Its breath fogged the glass, mine didn't. And in that fog, a sentence appeared written from the inside. "You left me here." My throat tightened because I knew exactly what it meant. The mirror wasn't showing me a ghost. It wasn't showing me a demon. It wasn't showing me something supernatural. It was showing me a version of myself that I abandoned the moment life got too heavy. The version that stayed behind every time I said I'm fine. The version that blinked back tears when I refused to feel. The version that waited in the dark while I pretended everything was under control. The mirror wasn't haunted, it was holding the parts of me I didn't want to claim. I placed my hand on the glass. The reflection didn't match me. It placed its hand where it wanted to. Slightly off center, slightly ahead, like it was guiding me instead of following me. And for the first time I didn't pull away. I whispered, "I'm sorry." The reflection blinked, slow, soft, forgiving, and the fog on the glass faded. The air loosened, the silence softened, the mirror returned to normal. But I didn't. Because once a mirror shows you a version of yourself you abandoned, you can't unsee it. This file isn't about a reflection that moves on its own. It's about the moment you realize the scariest thing in the room is the part of you that remembers everything you try to forget. Unfinished, unhidden, but finally seen. Welcome to another episode of One Voice Mini Stories. I'm your host, Kevin Bradford. Hope to see you next week.